Hi, it's Dougie from Valto, and in today's session we're going to be talking about how to build a knowledge base in SharePoint Online. Now, I'm first just going to give you a little bit of background about knowledge bases, and then I'm actually going to give you a demonstration of something that we use internally as part of our Valto product knowledge base. So, knowledge bases are great ways to organize your company's information and make it easily accessible. They can be created using Microsoft SharePoint, the most common enterprise knowledge management system. In this video, we're going to be discussing what a knowledge base is and how to actually set one up in SharePoint. So what is a knowledge base? So a knowledge base is a collection of information that is organized in a way that makes it easy to find. It can be used to store information about your company, products, services, and a whole host of other things. A good knowledge base will help you build out your internal knowledge base so that it's easy for people to actually navigate to different areas, potentially even with duplicated kind of links. So it might be that how I find things might be slightly different to the way that you find things. So what are the benefits of a knowledge base? So a knowledge base is a central location where all your employees can find information, and this can include how-to guides, FAQs, and more. So how to actually set up a SharePoint knowledge base. So a knowledge base is a collection of documents and videos and other resources that enable your organization to solve common issues. It can be used by everyone in the company, from internal employees, or even enable external access for customers and vendors. So often we've seen things like SharePoint sites being opened up for external access for things like partner portals and things like that, where you're wanting to provide your partner companies with some other kind of information. So let's jump in and take a little look at what we use it for. So internally, we have a series of different knowledge bases. We have knowledge bases for things like products, which I'm about to show you here. We also have knowledge bases for things like case studies and other things like that, which might tie together to make it easier for the likes of our sales departments to have all that information that they need to know about our products and who we've sold them to in the past and things like that, all in one nice and easy to use place. So a home page of knowledge base may look a little bit like this. So for example, we've put on here our products knowledge base, and we've broken down the kind of links to the individual pages of knowledge via these different categories. So we've got things like intranet and communication, so products that we offer around that, productivity, Microsoft 365 and security, self-service, as well as other kind of services that we offer in terms of project management and project readiness. So this is a really good way of making it really simple to access and navigate through finding what we need to look at. Beneath this, you might have a little bit of sort of text. Obviously, there's just an example page. So it might be that you have a little message on here about what the knowledge base is supposed to be used for, or how to use it. You might include videos about sort of the best, how to get the best out of using the system. And there's also things like recent updates. So we can see here recent articles that have been created within our knowledge base. But the first thing we're going to do here is actually, I'm just going to show you what a knowledge page would look like. So actually, a lot of people think of SharePoint as this big kind of document dumping ground, but actually with your knowledge base, what you want to be creating is pages of content, which makes a much richer user experience. So I'm just going to navigate to one of our product pages. So I'll just click on Control Documents, and that's then going to open up our Control Documents page. So we have a product called Control Documents, and if you've not heard of that, then there's plenty of other kind of videos and pages on our website which explain this, but essentially it's a product which helps people control their document with versions, review cycles, approvals, and tracking who's actually read their particular documents, often used for policies, ISO accreditations, things like that. Now, what we've actually got here is a templated page where for every one of our products, it will always have the exact same layout for the product. So we know when we go here, we've got all the information we could possibly need about this particular product internally. So a bit of a summary about what the product is across the top. Then we have broken this out into three kind of key areas. So anything which has got the grey kind of background is sales and marketing related. In the middle, we've then got our planning stage. So all of our kind of project managers know how to plan. And then at the bottom, we've got technical delivery, so actually how do we do things. So, for example, if I was working in sales, I could come into here and see, actually, well, where is this product actually being marketed? So we've got a bit of information about where it's marketed, and also links to some YouTube videos where it's being marketed, and links to some of our web pages where this particular product's being marketed. So it's quite often sometimes it's useful for our sales team to know exactly what materials are out there so that they can choose to forward them on to potential clients. Also, how to demo the particular product. So we've got a list of key features in here about this particular product. Also, we've embedded a video directly to our YouTube about where our salespeople can actually find the demonstration, and they can learn about how to demonstrate this particular product to our clients. We've also got other areas, so as I say, we've got things like how to sell. So this is actually sort of what we're going to use, what quote templates and things like that to use. And as I say, then we've got all the way down to things like how to scope out the product, actually gather some requirements for configuration, how to deploy the product. So we've got links in here for deployment guides, as well as links to our kind of GitHub, where we store our kind of files which we're going to be deploying for the product, how to test it, including test plans, how to deliver training, which may include the kind of training agendas, it may include videos of other previous training, and then also how do we support, so any kind of FAQs we might get from our clients about that particular product, and anything else that we might want to raise as kind of knowledge articles going forward from here. So this is just one example of how a knowledge base can be put together. We're using it specifically for products. As I say, this is just one example of how knowledge bases can be used. You can use them for all sorts of different things, to promote content to people in your organization. If you've got any questions about knowledge bases or how to get started, please feel free to reach out to us or post your comments below. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you need help, we do offer professional services, including bespoke development, training, and pay-as-you-go support to bridge the knowledge gaps within your existing team. You can email us at hello@valto.co.uk. We offer free consultations to discuss your requirements and provide a no-obligation quote. If that all sounds good, I hope to hear from you soon.